So this is Group Three's Refined Business Idea presentation with Edgar, Mason, Gabrielle, and Ryan. So just a quick recap on what our ideas were. We had the business card app where you could kind of transfer information just by touching phones. We had a retainer toothbrush so you could brush your teeth without actually having to, worry about using the toothbrush. We had all armor, which is basically a protection suit to help you from getting injured. We had a basic computer training class, so to help especially old people to figure out how to use computers and be more tech savvy. And we had Smart Books, which was a app that would be like a book subscription service for textbooks.
For our final product, we chose to go with a basic computer training and learning center. It is an idea that solves a common problem within the older population, which is an insufficiency of skills to navigate the paperless online world. This idea was enticing to us because it solved this problem that exists within a specific population, yet at the same time, it has the potential to broaden its target markets by developing various extensions to its learning experiences. This would be a place that builds confidence in completing simple functions while also being able to offer more than simple functions that may appeal to the people of all skill levels that want to learn new things, whether it be to qualify for a new job or simply for fun and curiosity or interest.
So with the process behind picking our idea, we all first kind of rediscussed each idea. We all spent some time not thinking about all of our ideas and came back together kind of with a new fresh set of eyes to reevaluate our ideas. We kind of weighed in the pros and cons behind each idea. And we also brought up maybe potential concerns or issues with each product, such as whether it's feasible, whether it's something like it's on the market, or whether even the market we'd like to push into would be not possible or just really expensive. And then we also, one of the big things we talk about is potential growth and market opportunity. We also like to, with our just initial product, we'd want to see if there are areas we could expand into or add more to it just so we can grow an actual business. And something I thought was really helpful with picking our idea too, it's like we kind of sent out a survey through Facebook and we reached out to family and friends asking, out of all these ideas, what kind of sparks your interest and why? And we gave them a list of our top 5 with a brief description. And that kind of helps sway some of the answers, just knowing that there's a potential market prior to pushing for a product. And lastly, we all kind of rediscussed about all the information we were given, and we kind of came to an agreement on what we found to be the best product, which was kind of just a computer training course.
Here are some of the lessons we learned in coming up with our finalist idea. So first of all, coming up with our list of ideas to present as a group, we found to be kind of difficult just in the way that we had to change our perspective and mindset on how we viewed the world. We started looking at pain points in our lives, problems that we could come up with business solutions to solve. And as we made a list of these ideas and brought them to discuss as a group, we found that we had to be more realistic with these ideas. Some of them we discovered would be pretty difficult to take to market. Others would be difficult to make a profit on, and some would be difficult logistically. Um, Once we had a list of these ideas and had selected our top 5, we found that it was important to have some team debate. And when we say debate, we don't mean, arguing with one another on which idea is the very best. We are more so talking about bringing up points about how we could improve an idea or why a certain aspect of one of the ideas might be difficult to perform. Um, and that's where critical feedback came in. We found it to not only be necessary, but very important. And that's easier said than done when you're talking to people that you know very little about and have just met at the start of this semester. But all the more reason to listen to one another and learn about each other's perspectives. We all view the world in a different way, and it allows us to think of things that maybe the person who came up with the idea or the other people in our group haven't thought of. And it just allows us to have a more well-rounded idea and think of things in terms of the customer's point of view, which is the last point I'll touch on things we've learned, is view our product or service in the eyes of our customer. As we learned in the Lean Startup, this is crucial to the success of a startup, because many people get so stuck on their idea being the right solution that they don't look to their customers. And if we come up with our hypothesis and test that and measure it in the market, and even before we started our ideas, we'll be all the better for it. So those are some of the things we've learned, and we know that we'll continue to learn in this process and as a group, and we look forward to it. Thanks.